Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. My name is Carl Grabowski. It's time for our week 2 picks. NFL, spread, over-unders. Actually, I don't have the over-unders. Fuck that. We're not going to do the over-unders. But I'll make a score prediction, and you can figure out the over-unders on your own if you're interested. We're also going to do just obviously picks, pick score spreads. Let's get started real quick. And if I could pull this up. Live TV, it gets you all the time. All right, so let's start off week 2, September 14th to 16th. The Thursday night game, Minnesota Vikings are going to Philadelphia. They're playing the Eagles. Eagles are 7.5-point favorites. And 57% of people have picked Minnesota on the road. I am going to take the Eagles. I don't know, at the beginning of the season, I think I picked them to win 12 or 13 games. And 7.5 is a lot. I could say the Vikings keeping it close. I mean, the defense didn't look great against the. It's interesting. This is an interesting one because the Eagles defense. Well, the Eagles defense didn't look great against Mac Jones and the Patriots, and I refuse to accept the Patriots are that good. I just think Jefferson's due for a touchdown. I think they get the ball moving. The Eagles could win by 10, but I'm going to take Minnesota. I just think the odds are in, the percentages are in place where there's just a good chance that Minnesota could win or keep it close. So let's just say Minnesota loses by 7. Just makes sense. And let's say the final score is 30-23 Eagles. Week 2 go to Sunday. Green Bay Packers, 1.5-point favorites on the road going to Atlanta. 67% of people pick the Green Bay Packers. To cover this, that's my two-shoulder t-shirt shrug pick of the week. I'm going to take, you know what? Fuck it. I think the Bears looked crappy. I think Jordan Love has a little data. The defense isn't great in Atlanta, but I got faith in them. They're at home. Call me crazy. I'm going to take Atlanta Falcons plus the 1.5, and I'm going to give the 2 pounds and a clap upset under 2-point underdog pick of the week as I pick Atlanta to win on the money line also. If you look at my first week video, I did all the over-unders and the money lines. I don't have time for that. And you can look that up. You're not paying me, so why should I do the work for you? So Atlanta, I'm picking the upset to win outright and cover the 1.5. Las Vegas Raiders are 8.5-point underdogs. Getting 8.5 going to Buffalo. Outdoors. Is it cold? I don't know what the weather's like. I could look it up, but I really don't want to because I don't give a shit. 49% people have picked the Las Vegas Raiders to cover. 51% pick Buffalo to cover 8.5. I just got to go with Buffalo. I got to have faith that they're a better team. They're going to be pissed. The Raiders defense, Raiders have given up a lot of points last year. I know they're not the exact same defense, but I'm going to say that Denver game, that's Denver's offense being bad more than it is the Raiders' defense being good. Raiders lose the game. Buffalo wins, covers the 8.5. I will give the Raiders, though, 16. Buffalo 27. Raiders 16. Next up, Baltimore Ravens. We are going to Cincinnati, interdivision rivalry, if you want to call it that, but it is a matchup. 59% of the people have picked Baltimore Ravens to cover 3.5. The 3.5 points they're getting going to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's minus 3.5. 41% picked them. I think that the Bengals got to win this game. The Baltimore defense stepped up. I think they should have done better against Houston, a rookie QB, rookie wide receivers. They didn't. Cincinnati, it's just law of averages. I'll be honest, keeping it real with you. Law of averages. Cincinnati Bengals are going to win, and just 3.5 isn't enough to make my dick wiggle. So let's go Cincinnati Bengals, and they'll win it by 4. I could see them winning it by 4. 27-23. Really? Yeah, that defense, man. I think they're going to give him trouble. There are going to be more field goals. How about this? 23-19. There's my pick. Next up, Seattle 6.5 underdogs, getting 6.5 at Detroit. 43% pick Seattle, 57% pick Detroit. I'm going to go for, you know what? I'm going to pick Detroit to win this game. Why the hell not? You know, they haven't given me any reason to not believe in them. I don't care about the Kansas City game. They played good last year. I like the wide receivers. The quarterback seems to be a little better. Kind of like Ryan Tannehill, the second phase of his career, doing better. Will they cover 6.5? I'm going to say no. Lions win straight up, but Seattle covers, and the Lions win 26-24 over the Seattle Seahawks. Next up, Los Angeles Chargers. 72% people have picked them to win or to cover, as they are on the road going to Tennessee, giving 3.5 points. So LAC minus 3.5, 72%. I got to believe the Titans didn't do anything. Tannehill's getting older. He was never great, in my opinion, to begin with. And the Chargers, I'm just a believer in Kellen Moore. If you believe in Kellen Moore, if you believe in Justin Herbert, you believe in the rookie slowly getting acclimated and this being a team that can win 12 games, they got to win against teams like Tennessee. So that's why I'll pick them, and I'll pick them to cover. I'm going to pick them to win by, I don't know what to say. I want to go with like 13. 30. How about 31-19? 4 touchdowns. That's right. 4 touchdowns. 31-19 at Tennessee. Chargers win. The Bears. Make me cry. The tears. 3.5 underdog. Getting 3.5 on the road at Tampa. They play historically bad in Tampa. I don't think Baker's going to be a Pro Bowler, but who knows? Fucking terrible. Mitch Trubisky made the Pro Bowl, and fucking the Hundley, Todd, whatever the name. I was going to say Todd Hundley, fucking Cubs catcher. The guy whose name I don't even know made the Pro Bowl, the backup for the Ravens. So what does that say? The guy that went to Utah. Bucks minus 3.5. I gotta. Oh my god. I'm fucking Buccaneers minus 3.5. I bet they win by 4. 2016. Hell, 23-16 Bucks win, covered at 3.5. 54%, by the way, pick the Tampa Bay. 46 pick Chicago. Kansas City Chiefs. That's my finger smeller matchup of the week. Going to Jacksonville. Jacksonville could win this game. If Kelsey's playing, obviously the Chiefs win. If Kelsey's not, I'm going to pick Jacksonville to win by a field goal. Let's say, for shits and giggles, Jacksonville's going to lose because Kelsey's playing. 72% people have picked Kansas City. 72% people picked Travis Kelce to be playing. Minus 2.5. This is something I would tease. This is my 2 thumbs up the butt. Ooh, do you want to stick it in my coochie? No, I'm just teasing you. That's a teaser. Tease that up to 5.5. Tease it up to 9.5. Get a little crazy with a parlay. $1 to get like some 25-1 odds. Tease that up to 12.5 with some sure shots. Kansas City wins by 10. Chris Jones is back. 30-20. Kansas City wins. Fuck it. 30-23. I changed my mind. They still cover though. 72% Kansas City to win. Indianapolis Colts minus 1.5 on the road going to Houston. 68% have picked Indianapolis to win. 32% pick the Texans to cover 1.5. That means they're going to lose by only 32. 1/3 of the people think the Texans are going to fucking win. I guess they could. They're at home. The Colts really haven't done anything to make my balls wet. But Anthony Richards seems to at least have somewhat in some good instinct. And if they run smartly and the defense shows up like they did, the Colts should win this game, and they should win by a field goal. Look for the Colts to win this one, 2017. Next up, San Francisco. Oh, my God. That's my heart attack special. Fucking the Rams and the 49ers. Puka. What you gonna duka? Is he the truth? Was he just someone no one was prepping for, so he took advantage of that? Is he the truth, but the San Francisco 49ers are also the truth, and they're going to contain his ass? Is he a one-hit wonder? I'd like to think that with any team that now has data and a bullseye the size of Mike Cunt that he has on his back, you might look for 15 or 14 targets, but look for 10 or 11, 6, 7 catches, maybe 6 catches, but shorter routes. San Francisco's just might pick to go to the Super Bowl. So 68% people have picked San Francisco to cover 7.5. 32% picked the Rams to cover 7.5. Interdivision matchup, Rams at home. I get it. But I got to say the 49ers defense is going to step up. They're going to hold the Rams to like 13 points. And Aaron Donald might give some alignment, some fits, but people know how to contain Donald. They just double team him, and that's it. And then you throw the ball away from where you're double teaming him. It's hard not to think the 49ers can score 3 touchdowns. The 49ers score 3 touchdowns like I fucking, just for 3 seconds when I'm having sex. It's just kind of a given. Very rarely will it be less. 27, 49ers, 13, Rams. 49ers by 14, covering that 7.5. New York Giants, 75%. Cardinals, 25. The Cardinals are 3.5 point underdogs at home. The Giants are giving 3.5. I just think the Cowboys defense got a little lucky, but it's also that's good preparation that puts you in those positions. They're a good defense. They were last year in fantasy and otherwise. Top team in fantasy, top defense in fantasy, top 5 defense overall. The Giants on the road, their wide receivers are fucking shitty. They're shitty like my fucking asshole after I fucking went to a Mexican bean buffet. It's just fucking not good. You think they could stabilize the running game, but if you got a defense that's not scared of any wide receivers, they're just going to double team. They're going to double bullseye, 4 eyeballs on Barkley, and let Jones get his rushes. So Jones might get you some scampering yards for fantasy, but I can't say the Cardinals. But the Cardinals are choking, so this should be a real shitty game. I can see the Giants scoring 2 touchdowns. They'll still score 20. The Cardinals will get like 13. Giants 20, Cardinals 13. Giants cover the 3.5 spread. Next up, Jets at Cowboys. Oh, yeah. That's my shot of tequila, enema. Fucking hoochie mama. Shit came out of my mouth. Match of the game. It's plus 8.5 for the Jets. Minus 8.5 for the Cowboys. Cowboys are 8.5 favorites at home. 64% of people have picked the Cowboys to cover that spread. And I disagree. I think that I just said Zach Wilson is going to make this an 8-point game. I think the coaching is going to be really smart and calculated to milk the clock, run the ball, keep the ball out of Dallas's hands. If Zach Wilson makes no turnovers, doesn't intercept, doesn't fumble, doesn't throw any interceptions, they can cover. They still might lose. But if he throws a pick 6 or fumbles or something, Cowboys will cover. That'll be the difference. Here's my prediction. The Jets lose the game, cover the 8.5. Cowboys by 6. (22-16). How about that? 22-16, Cowboys win. Jets cover. And that's because I don't think Zach's going to throw the ball. He's going to be smart enough to say, my future's at risk. I'm going to throw the ball away. If he throws an interception or fumbles the ball, then you're going to change that, and it's going to be 29-16, and the Cowboys will cover. So 64% have said the Cowboys to cover, and I officially disagree. All right, next up, Washington Commanders plus 3.5. Going to Denver, who is giving 3.5. 55% think the Commanders, what a stupid ass name, just call them the Redskins back. Send like a nice gift. Send a bag of corn chips to the Native American Fund of America. That's a joke, people. It's a joke. Let's see what I got. Got this. Got to fix some stuff. I think the Commanders lose because I just don't have faith that Howell and the receivers are that dominating. Either they haven't gelled or they're never yet, or they're not going to gel. Broncos, they got to win one. They're at home. Judy's back. Judy will score a touchdown anytime. Score TD, fucking plus 100. I don't fucking know. Plus 250 probably. 250 to 280. Be my assumption. Minus 3.5. Will they cover? Sure. Why not? Commanders will get in the end zone, but the Broncos are going to step up. McLaren's going to be shut down. Surtain's going to shut down Dotson if that's the matchup. They're going to be limited on their options. I'll give them 1 touchdown, and I'll give them like 2 field. I only think the Commanders score like 13 points. And the Broncos end up scoring like 23. 23-13 Broncos, up, win by 10, covering to 3.5. 55% said the Commanders would cover. 45% said the Broncos. Next up, Washington Commanders. What is going on with my fucking television? Let's see. Miami Dolphins are on the road, giving 2.5 to the Patriots, who are the underdog, getting 2.5. 21% say the home Patriots will cover. Dolphins are getting 79% of the vote. Dolphins just look too good, and I just don't like Mac Jones as a human being. If I found out that he lost a ball, like while he's trying to hop a fence, like because he runs like he has fucking cardboard still in his underwear from the local Kmart, I wouldn't be that sad. I wouldn't make a tribute video. I wouldn't laugh either on social media, but I would say I told you so. Yeah, the Dolphins, I mean, the defense and the Patriots, they're not. Dolphins aren't going to score 40, but look for the Dolphins to score 3 touchdowns. Look for them to get their field goals. I think they'll score 30 exactly, and I think the Patriots, I think they'll find the end zone once. They'll get some field goals. 30-19. I can't believe the Dolphins are only 2.5-point favorites. That's another 2 thumbs up the butt. Stick it in my coochie. Nope, I'm just teasing you. Teaser up. Tease that one. Do some parlays with the Chiefs teasing it up and the Dolphins teasing it up. Dolphins minus 2.5. Easy cover. I have them winning by 11. Bank it. That's my cha-ching bank cover of the week. Where's the sound effects? We'll put it in later. Fix it in post. The Monday night game. That was the Sunday night game, by the way. The Monday night game. Your New Orleans Saints going to Carolina for an interdivision matchup. The rookie Bryce Young, who fucking the dude on Sunday Night Football, Tony Dungy or Jason Garrett said they got a quarterback that they can rely on for a long time. You know who his numbers remind me of? He threw for like 170 yards and like 1 touchdown. And they said that this kid is like, there's someone you can rely on. Like he's a good to go. His first week. They lost the game. Guess who threw for like 154 yards and 1 more touchdown? An extra touchdown, and their team won the game, their week 1. Also, number 1 pick, David Carr. What's he doing now? Talking about his brother on NFL Network, walking around with a limp because he was fucking kicking a fucking mannequin in the ass trying to get fucking pennies to fall out because he thought it was a slot machine because he was blinded by the fucking light from people shining in his eyes telling him that you're going to be a fucking good quarterback that the Texans can rely on for a while. Bryce Young is going to be out of the league before the age of 28. If he stays longer, it's going to be as a backup or third stringer, stringing along like fucking AJ McCarron or Mitch Trubisky. Bryce Young, you can't grow. You can put on weight. You better put on that Jalen Hurts weight. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing Bryce Young will do is get a comparison to Jalen Hurts. Or Jalen Hurts rookie year, he wasn't shit. Then he put on weight. And Bryce Young is going to have to fucking hit the weights, put on 25 pounds of muscle, and come back in his second, third year and start running the ball and fucking starting to make defenses respect the run. For this season, dude, you could hula hoop with a Cheerio, bro. In my cherry asshole. Saints win, cover the 3.5. Derek Carr is going to throw for fucking 4 touchdowns. Maybe 3, but I want to say 4 because it shows I got big balls, and I'm not betting any money, and you shouldn't either because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Saints win. Panthers again. I mean, give them fucking 1 touchdown. Give them 1 touchdown. 16 points. Saints 27. 27-16. Maybe Derek Brown will give a little bit of trouble. Maybe not. 27-16 sounds like a good pick. I think I picked that for another team. So yeah, Saints win by 11, cover the 3.5. 78% of people agree with me, saying the Saints will cover on the road. Cleveland Browns. This is the second Monday night game because we have 2 going to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers at home, giving 1.5. 1.5 point underdog. That's it. No, I don't believe in the Steelers. I don't think with TJ Watt they're gonna have this dominant defense like they did 3 years ago. The Browns defense look good. You got to show me more for me to get my ding dong ditch satisfaction guaranteed. Scratch my itch under my bitch. Guaranteed blue ribbon gold medal endorsement of the year. But I like you so far, so I'm going to ride you minus 1.5. Deshaun's looking like he's stepping up the ladder. Might not be at the top of the skyscraper, but he's in the middle where he could jump and still like walk away, without dying. 1.5 favorites are the Browns. 67% think they're going to cover. I agree with them. I'm going to say the Browns are going to score 22 points, and the Steelers are going the Squealers. And I say that the Steelers are going to score 17. 22-17. A missed extra point, a 2-point conversion. I don't fucking know. Would it be 17-14? The Browns are down. They score a touchdown, and they go for 2? That wouldn't make sense. So 23-17. We'll see. Watch the 22 be right. But I think they'll cover the 1.5 easy. I'll throw that in a parlay also. Yeah, Cleveland Browns win the second Monday night game on the road over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pickett, you got to just do more. I mean, and Deontay Johnson's out. I don't like him. I avoided him in all my fucking fantasy leagues. But still, if Pickens is the only guy, Freiermuth, people were dropping Freiermuth in some leagues. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe Freiermuth will have a big game, but it's not going to be enough. It's just not going to be enough. The defense is going to have to make some turnovers, and I think Deshaun's smart enough to throw away the ball, run it and slide, and milk the clock. It's going to be – I'll take the under in this game, whatever it is. I got it at 39. I'm pretty sure the under is anywhere from 40 to 42. If it's 37, tease it up. Maybe it'll be like a 19-17 game, but 22-17 sounds good to me. How many points will they score? How about 39? And that's going to be my picks for the football, for NFL. That's kind of quick. And I forgot to highlight some of these on my league. Boom. Falcons upset special. Tease that up to -2.5. You might get some good odds. Plus 8.5. I took the Bills. I took the Ravens. Bills. Can Lamar Jackson destroy the Bengals in Cincinnati? And real quick, I'm going to do college picks because there's 10 picks on this website I'm using. And if you don't like it, see if I can get this shit going. Oh, well, the game just fucking start? I guess the game started. Holy shit. Shows you where the fuck I'm going. Anyways. Oh, so that means I lost out on this fucking pick. I fucking talk too much. Oh, boo. Well, that sucks. That fucking blows my nutsack with a fucking ding-dong dicky rifle. Ugh. I guess I could do these during the game. Anyways, those are my picks. I hope you like them. If you don't, I don't give a shit. And if you do, thank you very much. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit the bell so you can get notifications and subscribe. And every time I make picks, you can tell me how wrong I am and how much I suck, and I'll cry and I'll tell you all these things, and maybe we'll make virtual cyber sex love over our Discord accounts or whatever, over our little fucking Elon Musk inventions of fucking FaceTimers in our palm where we could just fucking talk to strangers in Czechoslovakia and they have a translator, and you could have phone sex with some fucking teenage girl in fucking Eastern Europe that doesn't even speak the same language as you, but we'll have a translator built into our hand. Watch Shark Tank, first season, episode 1. Dude wanted something, cut your skin open, put it in there. Turns out it wasn't a bad idea. So those are my picks. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be signing off. Let me know what your picks are. Obviously, by the time you watch this, the week will already be over. So, with that said, oh, look, I should have turned on the light earlier. Anyway, that's the end for my week 2 picks. NFL season, September 3rd, 14th to 16th. Got to kill a fly. That's it. You can do the math, do the over-unders, the spread, straight up picks. I'm going to go watch the game. I might actually give a little tug because I just saw Jennifer Lawrence old movie. Besides that, hope you enjoyed them. Let's see what I did. We'll do a review. And I should have reviewed my week 1 picks, but I'm fucking too late to do that. So I'll review week 1 and 2 and give you an update on my records for my week 3 picks. Make sure you check those out next week. And at this point, no one's even watching. You'll be watching this, and it'll be like 5 years from now. So I'm signing off. And if I'm dead while you watch this, well, it's because you didn't watch this live that I died. So it's your fault. So I'll see you next week, and hopefully you can save my life like Elton John. All right, guys. Peace out. Make sure when you wipe your ass to wash your hands because you, if you don't, might pick your nose, put it in your mouth, and have boogers and shit in your mouth, and that can cause an infection that can kill you. And we don't want you to die. All right? Peace and love. Wipe your ass, wash your hands. I'm Carl Grabowski signing out. Make sure there's only two things you should pick. Three things. There's only three things you should pick: your ass, your nose, and NFL football, baby.